Hi everyone, this is Shashank Singh and we are in the way of learning Python programming language. In this video, as you can see on my screen as well, today we're going to discuss about merge sort, right? So first of all, we will see how exactly merge sort works actually, and later on we'll see how to write Python code to implement merge sort, right? So let's assume that this is a list having 7 elements. So very first thing what we need to do is we need to find mid, right? So we can find mid using length of this list truncated division 2. If you'll do this, you will find mid. So let's say 3 is mid here, right? Now we will divide the whole list into two parts. First one is left sublist and second one is right sublist, you can say, right? So this division you can do as per your own use cases. 4 and 3 I have divided. You can include this mid in left sublist or right sublist, doesn't matter, both works as expected, right? So after that you need to again divide the whole list into two parts, left sublist and right sublist, and you need to keep on dividing it till that time when the length of each sublist will be 1, right? So once we will divide the whole list, wherein each sublist have length as 1, then we'll start merging it, right? So let's say this is a left sublist wherein element is 38 and this is a right sublist wherein element is 27, right? Now we will compare the element of left sublist to the element of right sublist, right? So here 27 is lesser, right? So we'll write 27 first and later on 38, which is the element of left sublist, right? So now 27 38 has become left sublist, and 43 and 3 out of 43 and 3, 3 is lesser, 3 has came first, then 43, 3 and 43 is a right sublist, right? Now 27 38 is in left sublist and 3 and 43 is in right sublist. One more thing we need to do for left sublist, we will take I as a variable name, which will point to the index of each elements, right? So I for left sublist and j for right sublist and k for resulting list, right? So whatever resulting list we will put all the sorted elements, right? Fine. So I mean, like, if you are not understanding it as of now, you will get to know once I'll write the code. So for now, just remember that I is for left one, left list, and J is for right one, right? So let's assume that I is pointing 27 initially, right? And J is pointing at 3 initially. So we will compare 27 and 3, right? Element of left sublist and right sublist. So 3 is lesser. So we will put this 3 in resulting one. So 3 is I mean, like, there is one more variable k, so we will take one more variable k to point the index of resulting list, right? So once we'll compare 23 and 3, 3 is lesser, so we will put 3 here and we'll increment j as j by 1. So now j is pointing 43, I is pointing 27, and j is pointing 43. Now 27 and 43, 27 is lesser, so 27 will be we will put 27 to resulting list, and now I will be incremented by 1. Now I will point to 38 and j is pointing at 43. 38 and 43 will again compare, so 38 is lesser, so 38 will be put here, and then 43 will write it as it is, right? This is how we'll do. We'll keep on merging the all left sublist and right sublist post comparison, right? So at the end we will get a sorted list. This is how basically merge sort works. If you have not understood, don't worry, once I'll write the code you will get to know the clear picture. So let's head over to Jupyter Notebook to see how exactly logic works. So first of all we will take input from end user, right? So I'm writing here num variable. Num is equal to integer type input I want. Int is a built-in function, and now input, which is also a built-in function to take input from end user, and I'm writing here how many, I'm asking from end user how many elements that you want to insert into list. So let's say he has entered 5, so I'm writing here list1 as a variable name, and I will use list comprehension. For this I'm writing int input whatever elements they will enter. Let's say 5 elements, he have wrote 5, right? So this 5 value will be stored in num variable, and then post executing this line, so he will able to, I mean like end user will be able to enter one by one, right? So I'm writing here, I'm storing it in list. So for x in range 0 to num minus 1, so I will take here num. So num, or else you can write 0 to 1, num minus 1 as well. Yeah. So I have taken input from end user. Now I'll write function. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to divide this list to different sublist till that time when length of each sublist will be 1. So I'll write code for the same. Before that, I'll write function. So I'm writing merge short. You can write any function name. Okay. Yeah. Now, as I told you, very first thing we need to do, we need to find mid. So it's very simple. I'm writing here mid as a variable name, and then length of list 1 truncated division 2, right? And then I'll write left list is equal to, sorry, is equal to list 1 of colon mid. So here I'm writing 38 to 43, right? So I'm excluding this mid. So here we have, I mean like you can include mid as well. So as I told you, it's as per your own choice. So I'm just writing here colon mid, which will take 0 to mid, right? And then in right sublist, so I'm writing here list is equal to list 1 and then mid to whatever, I mean like mid to uh, let's say 5 elements are there post mid, so it will include mid and then whatever element will be there, so it will put all in right list. Okay, so I have divided, right? Now we need to further divide, right, till that time when length of each sublist will be 1. So for that I'll do recursive call. So recursive call is something, I mean like function, this is a function, right? So I'm calling this function in this function only. So I'll put this left list because I need to further divide this, and then I'll do the same thing for right sublist as well. So I'm writing here right sublist. Now this will make infinite loop, right? So we need to stop somewhere, right? So for this I'll write if condition, if length of list 1 is greater than 1, right? Is equal to, if it will be equal to 1, then it will come out of the loop. Yeah. Okay, so we have divided, it's I mean like we have divided this whole list, and now we'll write code to merge one by one. So for merging, as I told you, I for left sublist, so I is equal to 0, I'm initializing it, or I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0, and k is equal to 0. Okay, so I have initialized this, and now I'll compare these elements of left sublist and right sublist one by one. So for comparison, I am writing here if else logic, right? So if if left list of I is lesser than right list of j, right? Then what we need to write, we need to in resulting list, I'll say list 1, and this k will be the index for resulting list. I will put in, so this is a resulting list, let's say this is a resulting list. So let's say if where is that, yeah, yeah, 9 and 82. So if left list of I is lesser than right list of j, so this is left list and this is right list. So if left list of I is lesser, then we need to put left list to resulting list. So I am putting here, this is a resulting list, I am putting here left list of I. Cool. And now I need to increment I is equal to I plus 1 and k is equal to k plus 1. Else, in else condition, what we need to write, let's say if left list of I is not lesser than a right list of j. So in this case I'll put right list of j to resulting list, right? Because we have seen here, so this is right list and this is left list. So here 27 is lesser, then 27 will be go to resulting list, right? So I'm putting here right list of j. Pretty simple. Okay, and now same thing I need to do. J is equal to j plus 1, and now k is equal to k plus 1. Okay, and now give me 1 minute. Yeah, so I need to till when this condition will be execute, so I need to write while loop. So I am writing here while I is less than length of left list, okay, and j is less than length of right list. Okay, so I is less than length of left list and j is less than length of right list. Till this time we need to execute this, right? And now let's say some elements are missing, right? Let's say if you'll compare this, so 3, 27, 38, 9, 10 and 82 is compared. So 43 is I mean like 3 will be compared with 9, so 3 is lesser, 3 will be come to resulting list. Now 9 will be yeah, so I will be I plus 1, so 20 I become 27, 27 and 9 will be compared, so 9 is lesser, so 9 will come here and j will be j plus 1, which will be 10, right, which is pointing 10. So now 27 and 10 will be compared, so 10 is lesser, so 10 will be here, and then and j will be point, j will be incremented by 1 and it will point 82, right? And now I will be 27 only, so 27 will be we will put 27 here, then 38, then 43, and then 82 will write as it is. So this is how basically merge sort works. So we need to write all the left, I mean like let's say let's assume a scenario wherein two elements are there and three elements are there. So 2 2 we have compared, and last thing we need to put it down because it's already sorted, right? So 982 it's already sorted, 343 it's already sorted, right? So whatever the elements already left, which is a bigger one, larger one obviously, right? So we need to put it down. For that I'll write one more while loop, and I'll put the same condition, and then I'll write the whole thing as it is. So my bad. Okay, so length of I is less than length of j, then k and whatever element will be there, so we'll put it down, and then I'll take one more while loop and we'll put this whole condition, and then I'll put it down with this thing. So last element, whatever element left we'll put it down. So for that these two conditions are there. So once we'll write this, let me call this function. Okay, fine. So here I need to pass list 1 as parameter. Let me call this function. So I have called this function. Now let me print sorted list is length of list is, if length of list is okay, yeah, I left So how many elements that you want to insert to the list? 5. Now let me enter 5. 90 minus 1, 23, 22, 4. So sorted list is minus 1, 4, 22, 23 and 90. So this is how merge sort works. If you have not if you have any problem in understanding, feel free to pause this video and write it down on your notebook to understand it well. Thanks for watching this video. I'll come back with the next video very soon. Thank you.